What's going on, y'all? Back with another video about movies. I know my last video was about movies too, but there's just a lot of stuff going on right now in movies that I want to talk about. In today's video, we're going to be ranking all of Christopher Nolan's movies. Over the last 2 months, I've been watching all of them in preparation for when the Odyssey came out. And now that I've seen the Odyssey, it's time to rank all of them. Just a little warning, this is all based on first watches, okay? The only movie that I've seen on here multiple times is The Dark Knight. Every other movie was first watch. I'm only going to be ranking 12 today because I haven't seen the following. I started with Memento, and so I haven't seen the following, so we're just going to rank from Memento up. So those 12 movies is what we're going to rank. In 12th place, I've got Tenet. This movie was the most confusing experience I've ever had watching a movie. For its entire 2.5 hour runtime, I had no idea what was happening. I kind of understand what he was trying to do with all the time stuff, moving forwards and backwards in time at the same time. Some of the action scenes were cool, but I was just so, everything that was happening on screen, I was so confused what was happening. Some of the reveals towards the end where you realize stuff at the beginning was kind of cool because you're seeing both sides. I give this one a 3 out of 5 stars. A very interesting movie. I'm sure on a rewatch where I kind of understand what's going on, I know what's going to happen, so rewatching it, I'll kind of be able to spot the things. I'm sure it'll get better to me, but I'll first watch, I am so confused by this movie. I don't have much to say on this one because I don't understand what happened for most of this one. Number 11, I've got Insomnia with Robin Williams, Al Pacino, and Hilary Swank. This movie was the most straightforward movie that I watched of his. The plot is very easy to put together, and it's just all sequential, which is not a normal thing watching all of his movies. This movie was fine. I gave it a 3.5 stars out of 5. It was it was a good movie. It moves forward. Robin Williams and Al Pacino kill it as opposing characters. Hilary Swank is great too. The plot was cool. I really liked it. I mean, he just made so much better movies than this, so that's why this one has fallen so low. Right above that, number 10, I've got Dunkirk. This movie visually was very cool to watch, the World War II setting, but there's not really a direct main character or story of this movie. It's from 3 different perspectives of them all trying to cross the sea, and there's some cool moments in it. There's some cool scenes in it, but I mean, there's just not a lot that, I didn't feel like there was a lot that really happened in this movie. It's a cool watch. I don't know how accurate anything it is like that, but it's a fun, it's cool to watch. I also gave this one a 3.5 stars out of 5. It's well made. It's a Christopher Nolan movie, but there's just not, this one doesn't have a lot happening. At number 9, I've got the first Batman movie on this list, The Dark Knight Rises. I think there was a lot trying to be paid off in this movie. It feels very grand. It feels very big. They were trying to do a lot in this movie, and I think for the most part it paid off. Batman and Bane are cool opposing threats. The stuff at the stadium and city and the Gotham takeover and all that stuff is cool. I'm not quite sure how Bruce Wayne was thrown in the thing in the pit where Bane grew up and got out in 2 days or something, while also having his spine broken. I'm not sure the time frame, because in the city it seems like time was 2 or 3 days, but in there it could have been weeks. The fight scenes are obviously, everybody talks about it, they're not great in this movie. Bane is a cool villain. Tom Hardy does a good job playing him. I think it's a good finale to the trilogy, but I think the first 2 just supersede this one. I also gave this one a 3.5 stars, but it got put above the other 2 because it's Batman. At number 8, I've got Memento. Starting off this series of watching the movies, I didn't know what to expect going into this one. Trying to put it together, it was one of the most engaging movies I've ever watch, because from the very start I'm trying to piece it all together, and then at the end when it kind of circles back and you realize what happens and how both halves play into it, it was such a cool reveal. I don't know how they came up with this as his second movie, first or second movie. I don't know how that was an idea that he had, but it works very well. I give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. This one was great. But there's just so many movies that he's made that I think are just phenomenal. But this one is definitely cool. Definitely watch this one. Guy Pearce plays this role phenomenally. I was very surprised going into this one how much I enjoyed it. In seventh place, I've got our next Batman movie. It's gonna be Batman Begins. What a crazy origin story for like Batman. Like they did it so well. Scarecrow works so good. Ra's al Ghul, even though I don't think that's what his character actually is at all, works very well in this movie. I think it's Liam Neeson that plays him. It works very well in this movie. And then you also have the debut of Christian Bale Batman, and he kills it in this movie. He's so good. He's such a cool Bruce. He gives off Bruce Wayne vibes. He gives off the vibe of being a billionaire, and it works so well throughout this movie. And then Batman's aura in this movie is incredible. He's just sitting on top of buildings, sitting on the fire escapes. Like, it's so cool. Cillian Murphy kills it as Scarecrow too. Great origin story for Batman and a great start to the trilogy. Like this movie surprised me to how well it sets up the next movie, which obviously is going to be higher up on this list. Now in sixth place, I have Oppenheimer. I think this movie is genuinely phenomenal. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. This movie is so good. Cillian Murphy knocks it out of the park playing Oppenheimer in this movie, and then all the supporting cast kills it too. And this movie is like so beautifully shot, and every scene's engaging. I just think it goes on a little too long. I think it's a little over 3 hours. It's just a little too long. Some scenes I feel like are dragged a little bit, but I don't think that you could cut anything either. So I'm kind of in like this weird spot of like, what do you do to cut it down if every scene is like important to the plot? I don't know. I really enjoyed this one. That explosion scene where it gets silent was so well done. I think I absolutely need to rewatch this again. I think it might get bumped up to a 5 stars if I watch it again. But just 3 hours is such a long commitment time to rewatch a movie like that. Like, it's so intense. But I will do it eventually. But this movie is phenomenal. Now, kicking off the top 5 is where I think it might get a little controversial, my list of these 5. I think my opinions are going to get disagreed with here. But starting off the top 5, I have the last Batman movie. I have The Dark Knight. Obviously, this movie's phenomenal. I gave it a 5 out of 5. Everything up from here up is 5 out of 5 stars. Obviously, Heath Ledger kills it. I think Christian Bale kills it too. Harvey Dent kills it. What's that guy's name? Aaron Eckhart kills it as Harvey Dent. Michael Caine, obviously Alfred. Like, Maggie Gyllenhaal is Rachel. Like, this movie's obviously phenomenal. There's not a bad scene in this movie. Obviously, Joker's the best villain, and like probably the best villain performance we've ever seen in a comic book movie. You have to watch this movie if you haven't already. I don't know why you wouldn't. But that truck flip scene, the boat scene at the end, obviously this movie's just great. Batman going through the building at the very end, trying to take out everybody, gets to the Joker. Like, no, this movie's phenomenal. I just think that the other 4 above it, I think are grander and cooler movies than this. But that's not to take away from the perfection of this one either. At number 4, I have The Prestige. I was so surprised by this movie. Reading like the little thing on Letterboxd, like the little overview, I was a little confused about how this could be so interesting, and then watching it and seeing Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman go back and forth, oh my gosh, this movie surprised me so much that a premise like that, 2 magicians trying to out-magic each other, could be so interesting, and the twists and everything that kept going on, I was actively more and more locked in every time, and then every scene at the end revealing how it would happened, and it was so good. This movie surprised me so much. I think on rewatch this one might go up a few spots too, but this one was so cool. And Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman absolutely kill their performances in this one. I think this is even pre-Black Widow Scarlett Johansson in this movie too, and she's very good. Like, this movie is phenomenal. If you haven't seen this one, I'd never heard of it till I started this. But if you haven't seen it, you gotta go watch it. This movie is so good. At number 3, I've got Inception. I think the concept of this movie is probably the coolest that he's done, that Christopher Nolan has directed. I think the concept of Inception is brilliant. Doing dreams on top of dreams. It's a big heist movie. They're like forged, or like they're dreaming inside of dreams, going deeper. It's so cool. Leonardo DiCaprio obviously kills it in this movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt kills it. Ken Watanabe kills it. Tom Hardy kills it. Cillian Murphy kills it. Like, this movie is so good. I want to watch this one again probably the most on this list because I want to try to pick up on the little things and piece it together as I'm going instead of having it all revealed to me at the end. But I found this movie so cool and like so interesting. The concept is so sick. The action scenes are sick. The characters are sick. The stuff with Dom and his wife and like Dom wanting to go down to that level of dream, like it was so good. This is probably the one I want to rewatch the most on this list. I think it's so good. I think on rewatch it will definitely jump at least number 2. Speaking of number 2, this is where it becomes a little bit of a hot take. In number 2, I have Interstellar. Obviously, this movie is phenomenal, but I think going into it, it was a little overhyped for me. Obviously, I think it's a 5 out of 5 movie, but I think going into it, everybody was telling me it's the greatest movie ever made, and I've never seen anything as good as this, and all this stuff. When I watch it, like I'm blown away by it every moment. But then at the end, I was kind of like, I felt a sense of like, is that it? If that makes sense. Because I would expect it. Like obviously the docking scene is so cool. The stuff with Matt Damon on that planet is so cool. Going to the different planets, the water planet, and Cooper trying to like seeing the videos of his kids and things. Like obviously that stuff is so well done, and everybody kills it in this movie. Matthew McConaughey carries this movie, man. Anne Hathaway does so good. Michael Caine, obviously. Jessica Chastain, Matt Damon. The cast is phenomenal. Obviously, the score is beautiful. Like obviously, I think this movie is phenomenal, and it's definitely one of the best movies. But I didn't get that sense of this is the best movie we've ever watched. Obviously, because it's at number 2, and at number 1, that leaves no other spot left except for his most recent movie, The Odyssey. Now, I think that this might be a hot take. Maybe, I don't know. The movie hasn't been out long enough for it to kind of like be a consensus thing yet, but I thought this movie was so sick. A couple things going into it that made this movie so sick for me. This was my first movie I ever saw in 70mm IMAX, and it's also the first movie that was filmed entirely on that. So that experience, me having that experience in that theater for the first time, was also the first time the whole screen was filled up the entire movie, and it made the viewing experience so sick. It's so worth the hype. I was like, okay, it's a bigger screen, like all this stuff, like yeah, it's gonna be cool. No, it was undersold to me still. It was so cool watching that movie in 70mm. I want to see it again so bad. I saw it last night, and so I'm filming this the next day. This is also the first Christopher Nolan movie I've seen in theaters. I've never seen all of the rest of them. I had to watch at home. It's the first one I saw in theaters. That kind of adds to it, and also I think that Greek mythology is so interesting, and like all the stuff with the gods and the myths and the heroes and all that stuff. I always thought that stuff was super cool, and I liked reading and watching stuff about it. So I had a little bit of bias going into that. And then watching Matt Damon absolutely kill the role of Odysseus in this movie, and then seeing the Cyclopses and the Sirens, and like talking about Troy, the Battle of Troy, like and the stuff with the horse. Like I thought this movie was sick, and I'm just, on rewatch, I don't know if it'll drop a little bit because I'll have recognized the grandiose already, or it might get better. I don't know. I don't know if this one will drop from number 1 for me. Maybe if I rewatch some of the other ones and rewatch this one, I don't know. But I'll first watch alone. This movie blew me away. Let's just go down the cast real quick. Matt Damon as Odysseus absolutely kills it. Anne Hathaway as Penelope, she's fantastic. She might win an Oscar for that performance. That was crazy. Everybody keeps hating on my man Tom Holland. Now, I'm not sure why, because he played Telemachus awesome. I was totally bought into him. I don't know why we were walking out of the theater and this one lady was like, I don't think Tom Holland has the sauce. And I almost had to like sit down and have a conversation with her right there, because I was like, what do you mean? I thought he killed it in this movie. Same with Robert Pattinson. Like, this movie was so good. I thought this movie was so sick from start to finish. I was engaged in every scene. And that might have been the theater experience carrying a little bit. That might have been the 70mm carrying a little bit. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in any other format, and I didn't get to see any other ones in theaters. So it maybe that is bias. It also may be recency bias. I thought that movie was just phenomenal. So yeah, that's my ranking of the 12 Christopher Nolan movies. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm sure there's a lot of differing opinions from mine. Leave those in the comments. I want to read them. I want to talk to y'all about them. I know it's 2 movie videos back to back. The next one you see also might be a movie video. I'm not gonna lie to you, because we got Spider-Man coming out this weekend. So I'll see that in like 2 or 3 days. That's gonna be a part of the next video. That might be the next video you see. I'm not sure. Hope y'all enjoy this movie content. I've got some other videos I'm working on that will come out afterwards, so it won't all be movie stuff from here on out. But it's just something I like talking about. So if y'all enjoy this, I'll absolutely make more. I love talking movies. Yeah, Jesus loves you. I love you. See you in the next video.